become nice with it. We just flowing. I'm starting to hold my own. 24 bottles, I'm in my zone. Starting to feel like rappers is clones. Get your girlfriend, she's attached, I'm on the road. Always calling my phone. Just got a text from her, she's so alone. Put my feelings aside, I'm getting thrown. In the book, just reminiscing on feelings, it's getting old. History's in the making. I'm done with all of y'all faking. Ego, my ego big as a basement. Mixtape dropped, I can tell I'm making a statement. Shawty look like Rihanna. Into the groove, she switch it up to Madonna. Back then, I used it as a reminder. But I ain't sweating it like a sauna. Hardest flow on the record. Suckers want me on records. Living life is a blessing. Probably settle down when I meet a chick off the Essence. Not really my preference. Ray-Bans looking crisp, caught me a Lexus. Sometimes I see you putting the effort. You want me as your man, I'm like, give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Ain't nothing changed but the name, I'm still the same. Real talk, I'm at the top of my game. Doing my thing, huh? Doing my thing, huh? Doing my thing, huh? Ain't nothing changed but the name, I'm still the same. Real talk, I'm at the top of my game. Doing my thing, huh? Fourth quarter, I'm going for it. Taking over like Kobe, you know I'm going for it. Couple drinks on the side, I like to drink them slow. Scenery from the beach, that's just the way it goes. You know your girl love me, Monday to Sunday. I do it good, but suckers hate me for it like a Monday. All we know is gunplay, so you know that we rolling. I'm dangerous, Larry Bird from the wing, don't leave me open. Black paint with the interior just to match it. Set a goal, don't punter on it, you better grab it. Flow sharp, yeah, my flow sharp, just like a cactus. It ain't hip hop if you ain't mentioning street tactics. Fall back before you get your wig split. Where I'm from, we some gorillas. Pull out banana clips, y'all only here for the moment. No, never lasting. I burn rappers, treat them like toilets, pee on their ashes. Do it better than legends. I do it better than legends. Sometimes I see you putting the effort. You want me as your man, I'm like, give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Ain't nothing changed but the name, I'm still the same. Real talk, I'm at the top of my game. Doing my thing, huh? Doing my thing, huh? Doing my thing, huh? Ain't nothing changed but the name, I'm still the same. Real talk, I'm at the top of my game. Doing my thing, huh? First off, let me shout out Crete, cause he the one that gave me tactics when it comes to these streets. I'm authentic, rap game, I be his magician. All balls, I go hard, I've been on a mission. Can't take heat, then why the heck you be in the kitchen? Got beef that better come with some biscuits. You talking mad slick like you got it, but you don't even got it. Flow clean, so clean. I make it look spotless. 4-door, open doors, that's 44s in the making. So hot I burn Satan, I think my haters keep hating. Ride around the city, I'm trying to get on my grizzly. Been busy, never envy, I treat your girl like a frisbee. Do it better than legends.
I am great, Miss Marla. Great to see you.
I do it better than legends. Sometimes I see you putting the effort. You want me
Got
as
a
your
weird
man,
start
I'm like,
today.
give me a second.
On a Saturday. So we got to see if we can get everybody off of their butts for a Saturday and come on, because I had the complications last night. But we're going to make it happen tonight. We'll give them some time to pop up and see what's going on tonight. We'll get things going on. You know what I'm saying, Ms. Marla? Shouts out to Miss Leslie in the building. Good to see you guys. I know it's different tonight, Saturday night. But like I said, we're going to make it do what it do. Have a pretty interesting topic tonight. Something similar to others, but we all need to know. We got answers. We got questions. You know what I'm saying? All right. Just trying to get everything sent out here real quick. Hold up. Uh, actually, I'm gonna put the link up early, like right now, so I won't forget. And you guys are welcome to come on. There's the link coming up now. It's going to be a little different being a Saturday night. We got Maria Hayes in the building. I'm sorry, Marla Hayes. Hold on, we're about to get this figured out. Like I said, there's the link up there. Okay, I understand. Miss Marla. For those times, we really appreciate it. Hello, Miss Leslie. How you doing?
Okay, I'm fine. How are you?
I am great. Just trying to get things set up here. Like I said, Saturday night. Y'all don't hear me echoing, do you?
I don't.
Okay, awesome. Because I was catching echoes and everything else that could possibly happen. It was just ridiculous, to be honest with you. But I'm glad I got through it.
Night.
Yes, that's why I couldn't get on last night. It was really weird. But like I said, we're gonna make it happen.
Friday the 13th.
See, I didn't even know.
I'm not superstitious, but
yeah, me neither. Miss Marla said too much foolishness with people. You know what, Miss Marla? I agree. And if you do decide to come back on, we're going to combat some of the foolishness because we're trying to do a show here, and we want everybody to speak their mind and stay pay attention and stay on point, stay on topic. So I get it. You know what I mean? And we will have words about that. So how was your week, Miss Leslie?
it was interesting. Pretty good.
That's good.
A lot of stuff happening. How about you?
Well, my week was pretty good. I can't complain. Complaining ain't gonna do anything. You know what I'm saying?
True.
All we can do is deal with the situations and just try to make them better. You know what I mean?
Remember when people used to say "true dat"?
Yep, true that.
Yeah.
So yeah. So my thing is this week, we're gonna touch on some different things here, right? And like I said, today is Saturday, so nobody's used to Saturday. You know what I mean? Usually Saturday I'm doing different things, but it was a must that I at least come on and everything, and we make things happen. Well, happy new chapter as it comes up, Miss Marla. Are you excited about turning that next age? What are you gonna be? You're gonna be 33 or 34 or something like that. But I remember when I was younger, and then getting older or whatever. I was never really afraid of getting older or whatever. I just lived. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, like even right now, sometimes I feel better now than I did as I was younger. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you can't always be afraid of getting old. Some people never get old. They don't live long enough, or something may happen or whatever, unfortunately. So, you just have to enjoy life each day, by the minute, by the hour, by the day, and everything else, Um,
Funny, I was a nurse and I have a phobia of death.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of things I want to accomplish before I die. So I haven't
Okay.
done them all yet.
Miss Marla says she's tired of people assume a lot of things in her life. Well, I definitely don't want to be judgmental of anybody because I wouldn't want anybody judging me or trying to judge me anyway. That's the importance of not letting anybody know your business. You know what I mean? So, but a lot of times too, you just have to have thick skin, and especially when you get on a public platform, just have thick skin. You know what I mean? Because as soon as they see that they crack your armor, and they're gonna say, that's where we got him or her at. Yeah. And then guess what's gonna
Yeah.
happen? They're gonna keep stabbing at it and getting to you. So don't let them get to you. So she says she's excited about it. That's good because like I
Happy
said, most
birthday.
people. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say happy birthday next Saturday.
Okay. Because most people, like I said, are afraid of getting older.
My gosh,
Um,
34.
Right. I ain't see that in almost 20 years. Hello, Miss Christina. How you doing? Good to see you, Miss Christina. Coming in on a Saturday, jumping in with us as we get this thing started off. We'll see how many people we can pry up to come out. Whoever's not gone out to some club or wherever they go.
Hi, Christina.
Miss Marla said, "I wish I had thick skin." You can, Miss Marla. A lot of times when something happens that you don't like, or somebody say something that you don't like, sometimes just take a deep breath before you respond. Or sometimes you don't have to respond at all. Definitely don't react.
Right.
But you can respond, but don't react. Keep your cool. And Miss Christina says, happy new chapter, Miss Marla. And so, but yeah, that keep those things in mind. Keep those things in mind, Miss Marla. Seriously, keep them in mind because these things can help you later on in life. Start to practice that. Oh, she says she does have thick skin. Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. And that's a good quality to have.
I do with some people. Some people just rub me the wrong way.
Right.
And then I let them get under my skin. So I'm working on not letting that happen.
Okay. Yep. We always have to work on ourselves. Like me, I'm working on myself all the time. All the time. And it ain't easy. And that's what I was saying like last week when that thing popped up. Miss Christine said, has the dating pool just gotten worse over the years at Crete? Yes, it has. Because that cool guy that you always liked back in 2015 is not that cool guy anymore. A lot of times people turn for the worse. You know what I'm saying? So, but as I was saying, like last week, doing the show last week, right? Okay, Miss Marla said, I'm shocked that she said that. Yes, she said that, Miss Marla. So here's a chance for you to don't react, but you can respond in a positive way. Don't hold old accounts. Don't hold old accounts. Let them go. It's a new day. and you can things could be a lot more positive for you. But I'm gonna come back to your question, Miss Christina. But what I was saying last week, and when it was me, I think you were on the screen last week when all this happened. It was me, Mark, and I think you and Shimmy. May have been Miss Christina too. Um, she says she's 36. She don't have time for craziness. Great, that's great, because as you get older, you get wiser. As you get older, you mature. As you get older, you grow out of things. As again, what I was just talking about when I was saying that I'm stuck in my ways on certain things, right? What I was saying last week, they Shimmy started to come around towards the end of the show. Hold on one second. Hey, Chrissy Pooh, I love you, Chrissy Pooh. That's my niece. I love her so much. Love you, Chrissy. Um, okay, Austin. I'm gonna call you and we can talk about college, your experience. Okay. I'll make sure I call you tomorrow. Um, so I'm saying I'm stuck in my ways on certain things, right? And I'm saying, but some things that I used to be stuck in my ways of course, I grew out of them. I might have thought they were right at that time, but we always going to be having certain ways where we're stuck in our ways, if you want to say, where some things are positive and some things are negative. The things that are negative, you want to grow out of those, right? You don't want to hold those. So that's what I was saying to them last week. That hey, I'm like this. They were saying no, 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 no. Like I shouldn't say that, but yes, I'm gonna say it. At this moment, I feel as though I'm stuck in my ways on this. But you never know. 6 months down the line, I may not feel that way. I may have grown out of that thought or that way of my life at the time. So it's okay. Like we can't be we'll never be perfect. But all I was just saying to them is that look, I'm being accountable. That sometimes my stuff is messed up and but it was like my brother M wanted to fight against it and just never say no, no, no. Like yes, we're imperfect, and then arguing with some others saying that do you know all men or do you know most men? What kind of argument is that? Why don't
Right.
you just be accountable? He was stuck in that conversation. And and what I'm saying is nothing against him. Although he's upset with me, that's fine. I'm gonna live. He's gonna live. And I'm a man. He's a man. If you want to talk it out one day, we can do that. No problem. I'm not gonna be stuck in that though. You see what I'm saying? Have you ever been mad before, Miss Leslie? And you were mad. You were so mad at somebody, and months went by. But that at some point you just started to let it go. I'm not even mad at them. I'll do this if I see that person, or if they want to talk about it, we can talk about it. Have you ever went through that?
Well, I'm the type of person that if there's an issue, I like to deal with it right then and get it out of the way because I don't want to have any regrets and I feel like life is too short to
Right,
hold on to things, even though sometimes a person does need to have space,
right.
um, to let things kind of just die down a little bit.
I mean, I get
And
it.
yeah,
It's funny you say that because I was going to say that some things can't be handled right then and there because it could be a lot of tension, a lot of heat, a
yeah,
lot of attitude. Somebody could be like super mad, and
right,
sometimes you may not want to bother them at that given time. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah. I would I wanted to say about getting older. I feel like my patience is less. I don't have as much patience as I used to.
And that's natural. That's what I was explaining to them last week. I was explaining that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where sometimes you get more stuck in your ways because you experience things over all those years. And then now things could be happening. You say, I've seen this before. I'm not going to tolerate this. Or I'm not going to deal with
Right.
this. So I don't have the
Mm-hmm.
patience for this because I know where this is going to go.
Mm-hmm.
All this is what I was trying to tell them last week. But they wanted to twist and tie and then, oh, he got you. No, he didn't. I knew exactly what I was talking about. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's okay. But I knew what I was talking about. And I'm not saying over them, but what I meant, I knew what I meant. But,
Right.
you didn't get me. Like, what are you saying? It was just weird. It was weird. And, and my thing that I had to do with them basically was when Mark had gotten upset. Once he got upset, he was talking about, I'm not gonna let you disrespect me. Who disrespect? That's not thick skin.
Mm-hmm.
He was over, like Miss Christina was trying to ask him a question. He was over talking everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And at the beginning of the show, I said, here's a 30-second cap on every comment because we can't draw
Right.
the comments long. People, you understand why I did that. And like I said, it's no disrespect to, and I'm gonna give him this. He was on a different computer and his computer was lagging. I don't know if y'all noticed that. So
Um,
he didn't know when, something, but although when his computer's not lagging, it's been times where people were getting talked over.
mm-hmm.
And that's not what we want everybody to get their point across on this show.
Right.
Shouts out to Food for Thought. Thank you for coming through. It's called Being Human, brother. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Food for Thought. Appreciate you. And
And there's a lot of people that have opinions and want to say something. So,
you saying when we have sometimes where people over talk and it's like they can't get their opinions or their answers or out or sometimes questions. I get it. And that's what I was trying to establish
mm-hmm.
last week, but
Mm-hmm.
he just didn't get it. And Miss Christina said he needs his own show, just him talking. I think he's working on that actually. So if y'all want to hear Mark, he has one coming out. So Miss Christina also said, yep, keep reading books to make my brain grow. Yes, that's a good thing. You have to, that's just like a muscle. If you stop using a muscle, remember that old saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. A muscle is like that. If you don't use a muscle, it starts to fade away. So your brain is technically a muscle, ain't it, Miss? Or it's like a muscle, but you need to keep feeding it. Keep feeding your brain so that you can you're exercising your brain to keep it young, keep it thinking.
Yeah.
Miss Marla said, Christina and my cousin and other persons hurt me to my core. I try to be nice, but I really didn't show my evil side though. That's great, Miss Marla. That's great. But here's what you got to do. Pray on the situation. Prayer is powerful, right? And make sure you pray for patience. Make sure you pray for being guided in the right direction. Because if they hurt you, I think you should have a talk with either one of them, a private talk, not with both of them, one at a time, and y'all work it out. Y'all are grown women. Y'all have kids. Y'all can work it out. Trust me. Isn't that what y'all tell y'all kids to do? So, I mean, and Miss Christina, if you see that Miss Marla says that y'all hurt her, don't go back and say, "Oh, I hurt you in it." Miss Marla, let me ask you a question. Can I just have a couple of minutes with you? I heard you say that I hurt you. Can we have conversation about that so we can fix the situation or get a better understanding from one another so that we can, just fix it. So I think that's what y'all should do. Miss Christina said, can we start raising our hands or something? Um, yes, I would say raise your hand. Raise your hand. That would be good. Be the bigger person.
If you're
Yes.
on screen, you can raise your hand.
Yes, I would say raise your hand on screen because sometimes, like, I may hear you guys trying to say something, and I'll come in, to say, "Hey, so and so want to say something." You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just the right thing to do. But we're gonna start the show here in a second. Um, and then Miss Marla said, "I wish." This is an older comment. She said, "I wish I didn't act like crazy previous shows with my cousin and Christina, but I stand by what I said, though." Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Um, Miss Marla also said, "I have been working on myself these past weeks. I think it wasn't necessary to bring up my daughter father. Definitely wasn't. Definitely wasn't. Um, if I did something in reference to that, Miss Marla, I apologize for that. If if you feel as though I said anything or did anything wrong in reference to that, now I mean I don't just if I had anything a part of that. So now maybe you should talk to your cousin. You know what I'm saying? Talk to your cousin and y'all get that worked out because y'all can work that out. Y'all can work that out. So Miss Christina said this. And like I said, we're going to start the show here in a second. I know it's a Saturday. People ain't used to the Saturday flow, but it's feeling kind of good right now. And maybe we'll have quite a few people pop up um, that we don't usually have. Okay, she said, mm, "Where's that comment? Where's that comment?" She said, "Uh, hold on. Where's that comment, Miss Christina?"
Which one?
Um, where she said something about the dating pool.
Oh, that was way
Oh,
back.
yeah, she said, "Has the dating pool just gotten worse over the years at Crete?" I'm going to tell you what I honestly think. I can say yes. What would you say, Miss Leslie?
I think things have changed a lot when it comes to dating. Back in the day when I was like a teenager, they came and picked you up. You know, your parents met them, different things like that. Now everything, technology is, big, and there's a lot of scammers. There's a lot of people that are trying to take advantage of people. Am I still on there?
Well,
Can you
your
still
your
hear
your
me?
screen is frozen. Okay,
I know.
I
But
get what you're saying.
yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, I just think things have changed. I know I have a lot of experience with dating since I went through my divorce, and I have done some online dating, and a lot of things can happen. I think I'm going to go off and come back on because I'm frozen.
Okay, yeah, you could do that. While you're doing that, I'm going to give my view on that. The reason why I say yes, it probably did get worse, but you got to look at
Okay.
person by person too. You can't just say as a general whole umbrella that it got worse. It's a person by person situation. But for the most part, if I had to say and make it some my own thing that under umbrella, I would say yes, it got worse. And the reason why I say it got worse because you have to think years ago there were more um, families together where a young man may have seen, he has to see a father. He had to see a father, and that father helped him be, let's say, a gentleman, right? So if he's helping him, showing him the way, and if they come in a two-parent home and he sees a mother and he sees how she's supposed to be treated and everything, and how her father's supposed to be treated, then guess what? That helps him. And if you get a bunch of young men like that, we're on to something. Same thing for women. They see, if they see a mother, how a mother works, how a wife works, she's being molded so she could make somebody a good woman. Well, how often do you see that now? We see a whole bunch of broken families now, and this generation is coming up. Miss Leslie, your thing is not working. Yeah, and as all these people are growing up, they're growing up with no father in the homes, just their mother. A mother can't fully raise a young man or a young boy to be a man. She can't. Just like a man can't raise a young lady or a girl to be a woman. He has a percentage in that, just like the mother has a percentage in raising a boy to a man, but the man has most of the percentage. Just like for a young girl, the mother has most of the percentage. So now, with that being said, dating is horrible, especially with all these little reels and skits that you see on social media, how women are being treated, how men are being treated. People are just living that life like that now. So they don't see the need to respect a lot of women because they see them get disrespected all the time on social media and television and movies. Same thing, women. You see women all up in guys' faces now. No, 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 no. A woman never supposed to do that. Never, ever supposed to jump in some man's face. That's not supposed to happen. That is not supposed to happen. So make sure y'all tell y'all daughters to don't do that to men, because that's not supposed to happen. It's not supposed to be like that. Miss Marla said, I think, what's up, brother-in-law? How you doing? Good to see you, brother-in-law. Miss Marla said, hold on. She said, I think people need to assume people's backgrounds, etc. If you can better, let me just, if you could tell me more what you're saying, Miss Marla. And then Miss Christina said, just like when Kevin Samuels was alive, he was always putting women down. Actually, he wasn't. What women was doing was putting themselves down. He was trying to give them the right frame of mind. See, a lot of women think he was trying to put them down because what he was talking about, that shoe fit. Unfortunately, and I ain't saying he was right all the time, but he was right a lot of times. So he wasn't putting the women down. Don't give a man a reason to say anything about you then. Just like a man shouldn't give a woman a reason to say something about him. Food for Thought said, girls today have a plethora of options due to dating apps and Instagram. That's why most girls today have very high standards. It is so funny you said that. Look, I was talking about that earlier. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing: women hate when a man says he has options. Right? They hate it, and I get it. That's just like when I used to say women have duties. She didn't like duties. Oh, she was pissed when I would say that. But here's my thing. We talk about the difference between a man and a boy, though, right? Most men say I got options. Talking about women, they have a lot of different options of women they can go. But then some men, their options are bettering themselves. I can better myself from you or from whatever situation. That's my option. But a lot of times they think that and most times is the case with a lot of guys. They're thinking, okay, I have options, so I'm gonna use my options and go. I can get women. Miss Christina said, fair enough. But nowadays, you don't want to be out there in these streets messing with all these different women like that. You really don't. It ain't even worth it. Dudes already die first. Husbands die first because they're so stressed. And they die. So when you start adding all these other women on your plate, oh, you're gonna die. Straight up. All right. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna get started here. All right. Hold on. Let me get in here. So today we're gonna share some helpful tips with one another, right? Here's a question. How long, and this is for y'all women, I would love for y'all women to jump in on this. How long does it take for a woman to know if he's the one? All right. And early, I'm going to put, actually, this is for men or women to come up. I'm going to put the link up again. I'm going to keep putting the link up. Y'all can come on and join in and let us know what y'all think. Here's the link again, and I'm going to put it in here. That question was, again, how long does it take for a woman to know if he's the one? Since you on the screen already, Miss Leslie, can you answer that question?
Me?
Y
You want me to
O
answer
O. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh. I'm frozen again. I keep freezing. Um, I don't know if you can put an exact time or number on when you know someone is right or wrong for you. I mean, I know it takes a long time to get to know someone. I think it
Actually, I didn't. You had cut off. You said
depends
it.
on the people.
Repeat that one more time because your thing went out. But hold on
Can you
one
see me?
second.
I keep cutting out.
Okay, hold on one second. Got my cousin in the building because you skated on me last night. No, it's a good thing you did because I never got it right last night. What's up,
I heard
cuz?
you was talking about me and some duties.
Yeah, you remember. You remember.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna get back to that. All right. Remind me about that. Go ahead, Miss Leslie. You said that the question was, just so you know, question was this. It was, how long does it take for a woman to know
Emoji.
if the question was, how long does it take for a woman to know if he's the one? Now, Miss Leslie is about to answer it. And if you can jump on that next, because
But
I need you to repeat what
yeah,
you're saying.
I think it depends on the people and how well you connect with each other. I know that it takes a long time to get to know someone, but if there's chemistry there, and there's, you can find red flags or you can find green flags. So I think it depends on what you're looking for and being wise and
Okay. All right.
right and wrong things.
Okay. Cuz, what do you have to say about that?
Nowadays, who
So I don't think
knows?
necessarily
You got a lag in your computer. I mean
right.
your thing, Miss Leslie. But go ahead, because you said say that again.
I said nowadays you don't know.
Mhm.
People play a lot of games.
Okay.
People are the ghosting, the wanting you to chase them. Um, Men want women to now court them instead of them courting the women. So it's just a variation of just you don't know nowadays. I guess I did see something today. I saw if a man consists or a person, because everybody's special, consistently communicate with you, see how your day going, how's everything going with you. If they are making the time to schedule time to spend with you, not just have a text relationship, and also being consistent with those things. Don't start and then stop it. How you get the person is how you keep them. If you date the person, you're supposed to date them when you're married, throughout your courtship, whatever.
Okay. So in a nutshell, you saying it's not really, you can't really put a time on it.
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. Let me read this. Well, first of all, let me go to the comment section. Miss Christina said, like the red flags first. Let me see those the first week nowadays. Okay. Then Miss Marla said, I was saying I think people need to stop assuming people background. Example, Sweet Mama G and Christina thinks I was living in a hole in my ceiling or mole. I'm visiting some people when I came up.
Well, I ain't assuming nothing, and I really don't care. It's what you came on and displayed. If you breastfeed your kids or whatever, it looked like they was going to bed at 12 midnight and you still visiting, that's what the assumption was. That just wasn't me. Other people thought that. So we assume wrong, we assume wrong. You came on with that perception. So don't put it on me.
Also, she says 6 months or less in reference to the question, right? And so let me read this. According to a new study, it takes around 6 months or 172 days for a person to decide if the person they are dating is the one. Uh-oh, Miss Marlowe on fire on this piece, right? But for me, I'm gonna say kind of what you said, because you can't really, and Miss Leslie said it too, can't really put a number on it. You know what I'm saying? But I guess they did a study, and that's what they came up with.
Probably people rounded up, like I bull crap people. They use that 90-day rule that they were talking about a while ago. And maybe after 3 months after the 90-day rule, I like them after I'm having sex with them or being more intimate. So maybe that's where they came up with the 6 months or so.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Miss
it's
Christina.
just a now, it's just I think now with a lot of different things, you have to kind of take your time with people. Don't be so urgent to for them to jump all in your house and know all your business and things like that. So it may take a little longer uh,
Mm-hmm.
than normal. That you really should be getting to know people more and being selective with the people you deal with. I
Mm-hmm.
think a lot of times maybe, and I'm not gonna always blame on COVID, but I think I'm more precautionary now. Just getting more into my feeling, learning people, and people being socially isolated, so they develop certain habits. So now you have to listen to different things that they talk about and what they want. They may not want anything, what you talking about in a relationship. They may want a situationship.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, I Miss
Can I
Christina
tell you a
said, I
story?
also feel like if you're visiting people, why would you came up if you're visiting someone that late at night at Marla?
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, go ahead.
So my mom, 77 years old, decided she's going to start talking to men online. She had, shut men out of her life completely. And then she started talking to these men, and I told her, I said, Mom, they are scammers, because she started talking to this one guy. He said he was in the military on a peacekeeping mission and all this stuff. I'm like, Mom, he's gonna want
Miss
But
Leslie, we
she
wanted
got
to hear
mad at
this.
me. And then it wasn't like a couple hours later, she called me back.
We listening. Go ahead. Go, Miss
My
Leslie.
phone's making me
Oh
so
yeah, yeah.
mad. But yeah.
No,
But
no, no. We
anyway,
was
then
listening
she
to
called
you,
me
but
back a few hours
your
later.
internet had cut off. But go ahead.
I know. She called me a few hours later and said, "Gosh darn it, you were right. He asked me to do this and this and this." Did you get that?
No, it keeps breaking up, and I wanted to hear the story. Can you? I guess you probably gonna have to unplug your router or something like that, and then leave it off for like 30 seconds and plug it back up. That way, it can because it's almost like a cache clean, almost like just is that way it can speed up. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
that may be what you have to do.
Okay,
Because we definitely want to hear
I'll
the
do that.
story. All right, and Food for Thought said so many people are so fake that you can't give them a
Okay.
time limit.
Mhm.
So and I agree with that. Food for Thought. It's like I know they did that study and everything, but I'm still gonna go with not under a certain time or certain number. I mean, that's just something you're gonna just have to feel and you're gonna have to see. I think you said this because basically watch what they do. Don't say, "Oh, here comes 6 months on the 31st."
Mhm.
You know, don't do it like that. Um, and okay, hold on one second. Let me get down here. So, Miss Marla said, they don't care if I'm cam up in their house. Oh, okay. So I'm just saying, have you ever been in a situation, cuz, and you was dealing with somebody for a while, and then what happened was you turned around and said, this is the one. I think this person is the one.
Hmm.
I think this is that a
I
no
had
cuz.
I almost had a flashback, a blank out, and everything. Um, the one that I would go down that road to marry with, maybe one and a half, maybe one, maybe close, maybe think about it, but no, not after my original marriage. No, maybe one. I mean, like, I might court you for a long time. We might date, we might live together, but no, 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 no. Mm-mm.
Yeah. I think from talking to you, cuz that definitely left a bad taste in your mouth, and I get
Well,
it.
not necessarily bad taste, but at 51, you want to give me a good reason to get married again. I'm looking at retirement and health and wellness, not that part of my life.
Hmm.
You have to give me a good reason. Like I'm not childbearing anybody. What is the absolute good reason at this point in my life?
So
Mm,
you saying you asking like how most men ask, what's the benefit?
right.
Okay. So and I think that's very interesting from a woman's standpoint. I do. But I can definitely see how that can come about. So I
Maybe companionship, but not necessarily marriage.
right. No, I mean, yeah, you definitely would like to have somebody
Yeah,
in
not
your life.
maybe somebody that wipe my boo boo, but not necessarily marriage. I have the first ones, retirement or Social Security. I got my own. What's the benefit?
Right. No, I get it. I definitely get it. Um, and then Miss Smalla says, sometimes I stay on here that long. Okay. Miss Christina said, I was only saying that as a respect.
Why are we talking about this? That's why I don't be coming on. Y'all getting on my nerves. I got short old wait lady patience.
She said, I was only saying that as a respect, that if
Who
you're
cares?
visiting someone, that's all I meant by that.
I don't even know why you reading that crap. That has nothing to do with this show.
So now let's go to the next one. What age do most women find the one?
Hey, Goldie,
Is it a where you see Goldie?
master of self love. Isn't that Goldie?
Yeah, it is, but I ain't seen it.
She said I'm late, but hey, y'all.
Oh, see my
Oh
see
Lord.
the what's name is dropping people. I can see that right now. Oh shoot, I might have to get that. So again, here's the question, Miss Leslie. What age do most women find the one? Like, have you ever? Let me ask you this. 'Cause I asked my cousin this. Have you ever been with a man and then you found out how he's the one? That's your question, Miss Leslie.
Miss Leslie, can you hear? Did you say something? Because I saw your lips moving.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, we can hear you now.
Hey, Goldie.
I said, oh, if I have found the one yet.
You said you have.
I said, I don't know if I have. I don't think I have found the one yet.
How about before? Have you ever had that where you thought that that person was the one?
Uh-oh. We didn't hear your response. Miss Leslie, your lips move. We can't hear you. Nope. Still can't hear you. Yes, you got signal bars, but we can't hear you.
That stupid thing.
You might want to go back out, Miss Leslie, because we can't hear you.
All
You
right.
know they say Crete. We may not find the one, but we may have found Mister Right Now.
Oh, okay. I mean, I haven't heard that before, but
Yeah, man,
okay.
that's an old saying. He
Nah.
may not be the one, but he Mister Right Now.
Uh, I mean, it kind of makes sense a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like something a lot of women to say.
He the one night standers right now.
Right. So, all right. So now, hold on one second. I'm just gonna. All right. Um. All right. So let's, So would it be an age for that? Because like
But
to say, okay, I found, is it a certain age now that you can go back and look and say, that women should find a man by this age?
no, you can't define that. Everybody's not meant to be married. Everybody's not meant to be a parent. But so many people, if people could go back and not be parents in this day and age, I think they would choose not to be. I think roles of families was different, 80s, 90s, and before that, and now it's so much dynamics in it. It's just unbelievable the type of situations that I hear on a daily work basis working in my profession. It's heartbreaking to a certain extent, but it's what we think. Like I tell most people, most children are not born out of love now. They're born out of back seats and one nighters and drunken nights and high nights. They're not born out of love and consent and we planned.
You know what? Cuz I can agree. I can agree because a lot of times you don't hear people uh making the moments to have children because they want to.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a surprise. Look, I'm pregnant. You know what I'm saying? A
But you
surprise.
see, the baby showers is more fabulous. They had more baby showers than they had weddings. Or the baby showers are so fabulous they'll never get to the point of a wedding. People glorify that, and that's the problem. We Creed and I old, and Miss Leslie old, children old. We had no gender reveal. They couldn't tell you what the baby was. It was a lot of different things back when we were having children. Why I need two parties? Why I need to have a gender reveal and a baby shower? Just like proms. Proms is out of control. Same
Yeah.
thing. You're teaching them, you're getting all stuff now. If I get this now, what am I going to do later on in life?
Right.
Weddings used to be something that families came together. Your girlfriends went to the bridal
Special.
shop. The men's went to the groom shop. They had their little stripper night before the wedding, and the girls had their little maybe girl ship or whatever. It's just a lot. I don't think people focus on the old traditions. They just doing whatever that's come to their fancy nowadays.
Okay. And you know what? Shouts out to Miss Goldie in the building. I see now. The internet is I don't know what's going on, but it's dropping. But if you go on YouTube, I see Miss Goldie now. Thank you for coming through, Miss Goldie. That's Mastering Self-Love Inside. Make sure y'all follow that channel as well. Hold on. So that was a question there. So here's what they say also. They said that surveys suggest that the average woman is likely to meet the one at around 25, while the average man might find his life partner closer to 28. This timeline can vary greatly, though, and it is not uncommon for it to happen earlier or later in one's 20s. So out of you two young ladies here, y'all ever found anybody or been with anybody and y'all said he was the one? Wow.
In my 20s, he probably was the one, but I was already married.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Might have met the one I should have married instead of that person. You know what
I
I
might
mean?
have thought I met the one, but he was married. But
Oh, now that's deep.
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe the one, people tell me now, maybe the one you're supposed to be with not born yet. I'm like, I am not sure. Get me no young tenderonis like that. Or they say, well, maybe the one that's your one still married and waiting to sign a divorce paper. It'd be people say little antics and stuff.
Well, I want to say this before we get on with the rest of the questions. I want to send a shout out to my peoples once again at Body Symmetry, because they my peoples, right? Their 10th anniversary. If y'all hormones are off, men and women,
what about your pH balance?
pH balance, all of that. Go see him. 10th anniversary. And if y'all can't go see him, make the call. It's Body Symmetry, Peachtree Corners here in Georgia. Also the city of Norcross. And you know about all that, because that area. Make sure and give them a call. And trust me, if things ain't going right, especially for men, they'll get you right. They get you right. Women too, they'll get y'all right. Body
How
Symmetry.
come I'm real tiny?
Because I made the screen like that. But there you go.
Okay.
So you were going to say something, Miss Leslie. Go ahead.
My sisters did things differently than I did when I was younger. Well, I am a lot older than them. So, but I got married right out of high school. Married my high school sweetheart, and they.
Miss Leslie.
You cut off again, Miss Leslie. Your internet cut off again. You got all these interesting stories tonight, and the internet is tripping.
She don't have any bars if you look next to her microphone.
Oh, yeah. Her signal, your signal of wherever you are.
You may have to move where you're
might have to go closer to something, or because it's no bars if you look up top. If you look up top, like how mine is right there, you see how I got bars? And my cousin, she got bars. You don't have bars up there.
Maybe where you're sitting is not a good.
Yeah, you may have. All right, there go. Her bars just popped up there. So anyway, it says age 25. About age 25, that's where a lot of these women find that one. Let's go to the next one. What is the 3-month rule? Me personally, I don't think I don't believe in the 3-month rule, but we're gonna go over it anyway. The 3-month rule states you should date someone for 3 months before committing or taking it to the next level. This course of action can be useful. However, it is best to treat it as a guide rather than something to rigidly stick to. That one I don't agree with, cuz as far as the the 3 month, like, here come 3 months, I'm on my third month now. No, that don't make sense to me. It doesn't. How do you feel about that?
Listen, you get 2 weeks or 2 months with me. You gonna last 2 weeks or you gonna last 2 months? I don't have a lot of time, no patience. And 90 days for what? To get to the hanky panky, what, to let them know where I live at. I mean, I know the old 90-day rule was no sex before 90 days.
Mm-hmm.
But I may not be able to stay you that long to even get that far if I wait 90 days.
Right. Well, I mean,
what difference does it make if you had sex with somebody first day or the 20th day or the 90th day? If they're going to drop you, they're going to drop you. If you ain't going to like them, you ain't going to like them. It's all what you want to do. If you want to get your freak on and satisfy your urge, and you do what you need to do. Handle that duty.
I love how you start to conform, cuz.
I said duty.
Yeah, you said duty.
Let me get my life together and get on.
Hey. So so here's my thing. And I agree with you, cuz it's like, why put a time on that? It just does not make sense. What you should be doing is really paying attention to that person for who they are and the moves that they make, not worrying about time. And also, don't go by just what he or she is just telling you. Go by their actions. That's how I look at that. All right. Got something for the men. When do most men find that she is the one? Men. Do you think it'll be any different than for a woman, cuz?
I think it's longer.
You think it's longer? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if you're right. For many men, the answer is absolutely. 63% of male users we surveyed said that they felt an immediate connection when they met someone they thought could be the one. Some described it as feeling like they'd known this person their whole life, even if they only dated a few times. And that's men acting the fool like that.
I feel like that's a flip. It should be the women say that, the men say the other one. Have you felt that way about somebody? We're not talking about Miss Ma'am. Anybody in your other life, not the old life, this new life. Have you felt like, oh, well, maybe she? Nah, not my cousin. You don't like people. It's the wrong person. I don't like people.
Wow.
Oh God.
But I'm just saying.
The one at our age. No.
I know.
I got too much stuff to do to be thinking about. Is he the one? Is he the one? Is he? I ain't got that much time.
Yeah, that's that 17.
I was just
18.
doing when I heard about duties. I was doing work at this time of night. I ain't got time about this.
Because those are striking words. The duties or options. That's what I was talking about. Like, and I already know what you're going to say. If you hear men say, shoot, I got options. What's the first thing what you think he's talking about?
Options of women he can date or have.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I got options. The young one or the older one?
Got him! Got him!
This the thing that get me about
2 weeks
women.
or 2 months?
Repeat that.
2 weeks or 2 months?
About what?
Just dealing with folk.
Okay.
That's the option. You might get 2 weeks or 2 months.
But see, Here's my thing. Women be like cats with their options. And even saying it. You know, guys, they'll be, I got options. And y'all just be like, meow.
So why
I
we
don't know.
meowing? Why we
I don't
meowing?
know cat. I don't know
Yeah.
cat.
Well, that's what we got. But why you saying it's like catty? Why?
It's not catty. It's called cat language. Y'all know what y'all saying.
No, I'm not. So what do you mean we got options? I want to hear this.
You just said y'all have options.
No,
And
you
y'all,
saying what women say they have
yes,
options. What do you think we talking about?
men.
Sugar
But it's not,
daddy,
it's not
married
okay.
man, younger
Yep.
dude.
Yep.
I'm a nurse. I'm gonna take the doctor. I know what you're thinking.
Yeah. But some of them younger dudes be the ones that be giving them old head women them diseases. Not just the
Some of the
old men.
old men be giving them diseases too.
Yeah, but not that's what I said, not just the old man. It'd be the young
Oh
dudes
God.
spreading the
But
love to
guess what?
the
Nowadays it be the old married man having affairs and taking it back home. Better look at
yeah.
them statistics about that.
I know that, but I'm just saying
Mhm.
the young
Oh,
dudes be the ones that be sending them
everybody
home.
nasty. I don't know, because the old one's nasty too. Some old nasty 50-plus-year-old man. Nasty.
Well, I'm talking about older than that.
Ew, I ain't about no old ass man. Ew. What's older? Like 60? God no.
Yeah, because that's what okay, who's gonna be
That's
mostly
super fine.
in the senior citizen home?
Oh
55
well, yeah,
plus, right?
yeah. Well, Lord, don't put us there in a couple more years, Creek. Good God, you
Well,
gave
you
us
know,
4 years. We about to go to the nurse home.
yeah, I mean, you might as well get ready,
You ain't
cuz.
say like I said, the 55 and older. Come here, you done put me with the people on life support. Good mooker.
Cuz you might as well start looking. I didn't already start looking. I've been online looking.
What you
Nah, but
looking
look,
for?
I'm trying to see something that at least got a pool and all that other stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
um hold up. See, something is going on my end right here because I'm not seeing some of these comments.
It's
Um
coming.
yeah. Food for thought said, but when a man feels like he's found the one, it inspires him to be a better man, not because she technically has to make him be a better man. That's true because that's when a man feels good. You know how hard it is to find a woman that you can say she's the one? That's rare.
Mm-mm.
That's rare. And I'm sure it's rare for women too. Oh, y'all be finding the one like that, cuz?
Hell no. Not at all.
Yeah, some these what's the name's not coming through because the new comments. I don't know what's up with that. But I'm just saying, for me, if you hear me say I got options, I'm just talking about me bettering myself. I don't like your eyes, cuz.
Exactly. Them getting a cat's eyes.
Seriously, because you know what? It's easy to resort to the norm of what you was talking about. That is the norm. That's what most guys are thinking that way. If I'm in a bad situation and if I have to use the situation to say, hey, I need to exercise my options. That doesn't mean I need to go to some other woman or go get another woman. For me, I make that mean that, hey, I can better myself from this situation. Not so much as uh, leaving or whatever, but just bettering myself, period, and being able to handle it better. Because, you know, if a man feels good, then a woman is going to feel good. If he feels good about himself, he's going to create an environment that she's going to feel good. Can you dig that, cuz, or no?
I can dig, because if he's not feeling good, he's gonna make that place hell.
Yep, he's going to be miserable. And
And
misery
gonna
loves
bring
company.
everybody else.
Right. So all I'm saying is that's my options. I can either sit there and get worse, or make a choice to get better. And if I get better, remember, I'm the head. So I'm going to make the whole environment better.
I don't know. People just play too many games. My
Like,
options either deal with the games or sit and chill and sit on the sideline.
do you be looking for a man in games and
No,
stuff like that?
no,
You know,
they just do it. No, I'm ooh, the game. No, they just automatically have it. They either too anxious or too laid back. There's no happy medium with some of these folk.
so you saying some of the men be too laid back.
Either too laid back or too anxious. You know, it's hardly a happy medium. Like, oh, okay.
So if that's the case, if that's the case, if a man is chilling, I mean, is there something wrong with that?
So if you're chilling to the point where you're not making plans or you have a hectic work schedule, like you may work multiple jobs or have a business and you don't have time, don't call me to death and text me to death. If we're not planning to do anything to roll to the future, why are you even being bothered? Why are you trying to talk to me? So I'm looking to either positively progress or I'm progressing on doing what I was doing on my path. I don't
Mm-hmm.
need anybody just wasting time and chit chatting. And I don't want to talk. It's a pleasure to talk if we're gonna talk because I talk to people all day. In the evening, I don't want to talk to nobody.
Mm. Mm. Well, I mean, there are people out there like that. I mean, I've heard of people, when they're outside in the daytime, they like, oh, yeah, everything is all good. But then when they get in the house, they just want to be alone. Is that how you
Yeah.
say you are?
Not necessarily alone, but I don't want frivolous talk. If we're not putting no action, like, okay, let's plan to go out. What's your schedule like for the weekend? What are you doing during the week? Whatever. Making plans. Or like, oh, okay, well, are you busy the following weekend? Whatever. Just making plans. Just don't call me every day. I don't need a check-in. I don't need a check-in if we're not playing beyond the check-ins. Why are we 2 months still checking in and talking, but we haven't done anything? Like if you either you don't like me or you just real slow at it, you need to pick a side. But
Mm.
if you're not going ready to progress on, then leave me alone because I don't need empty phone space fillers. I could be doing something else. I could be watching Martin.
Let me ask you this, cuz you said that if they ain't doing nothing, just move on, right?
Yeah.
But you also just said not long ago is that you don't see any benefit. I know that was to marriage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But you also just said that if you meet somebody and if they're not trying to basically, I forgot which word you used, but
Move forward.
advance, yeah, move
Advance in the
forward.
relationship. I don't
Okay.
need text buddies, right?
But advance to where?
Maybe companionship. I'm never saying I'm never going to get married, but it's going to have to be if I meet a person, what's the benefit of marrying that particular person? Are you going to be a leader or I got to lead again in a marriage? I don't feel like doing it no more.
Okay. But what does companionship look like to you?
Companionship. I don't mind the daily going out. I need you to come on here and fix this. We are mutually taking care of each other. We're traveling. We're talking about future finances and things like that.
Okay. So
Making each other
I'm
better. Okay. For example, I may have a gentleman friend and we both have maybe some similar health issues and we talk about, hey, I read this article, maybe we should go to the health food store, maybe we should look into this, and I'm like, oh, well, I made you some this kind of tea that's supposed to flush you out for the week. That's companionship. That's giving and trying to improve the person that I want to be my significant other, my companion.
okay. Okay.
So, hey, I'm planning a trip. You're off. Don't be smart at your phone. We off
No,
in the
I'm
first
laughing at
weekend of October. We off for the first weekend of October, both of us. All right, I'm gonna plan it. Okay, you pay for the hotel, I pay for the food, the venue, whatever. Like that. I got I'm in a professional organizations. Hey, they have the masquerade ball. You my plus one.
I want to ask you something about that in a second. Now, what I was laughing at was that Food for Thought said she did a Kamala Harris pause. I don't know what question it was or whatever we was asking. So you did that pause. But then also, Miss Marla said, I think some men said he has options. They said it because to see the woman's reactions.
I
Some
agree.
men probably, huh?
I agree with Marlo on that one. That's the only thing
Yeah,
I agree on
some
for
men
tonight.
some men do that. You
They want
know,
to see if you're gonna. Oh, you got another woman. Well, now they can't even say woman. You got somebody else because you. Hey, listen. If you got
right?
another somebody else, can't say woman nowadays because they be like, I ain't got another woman. It'd be Frank. He might got
Mm.
a Frank.
Um.
That's Frankie.
Also, Food for Thought said, "Grandkids calling. Good show. Keep going, brother. I'm Red Specs host of Food for Thought. See you on the next one. Thank you so much, Food for Thought. We appreciate your presence. Definitely always welcome to come to the show, and hopefully someday you come on the show and join us on the screen. It's always a fun situation. Thank you for coming through. Now, yeah, something's going on, because even like when I'm
There's no
watching this, I
chats
think
on
we
our
get,
side.
huh?
There's no chats on our side.
Yeah, because I'm seeing the chats and everything, but it's wild. All right, so let's go to this next one. Okay, how does a man know when he finds the one, right? If he's sure you're the one, you're going to be the major focus of his life. He'll put chores, hangout sessions, and friends, and even work aside just to see you.
Mm.
If you feel like you're one, I'm sorry, if you feel like you're one of the most important people in his life, he probably knows who he wants to spend the rest of his life with. Ran
Do
into
men,
any of them?
do men really think like that, Crete? Do you? I mean, you got. I guess you. I guess I don't know what y'all talk about as male. Do men really feel like that?
Back in 1987.
Oh
Uh,
God.
but yes, men can feel like that. Like, especially if you find a man that's like, let's say like a busy man. And a lot of time he end up doing a lot of things by himself. But then if he meets somebody that that can be very helpful to him, and actually when they're around him, that he laughs, he feel comfortable with them around, because some guys, and this is a real situation, and some women make guys feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he can't look at certain things, look a certain way, or do certain things because she start flipping. Guys don't want that. But yet if he find a woman that he don't want her to be masculine, but find ways to have fun with him, and he feels comfortable wherever he is, and if he's working or whatever, that's the kind of woman he wants.
Mm.
And she's still in her role. She has no problem with the word duties.
Mm-mm.
She'll go and cook. She know her stuff. Cook, do whatever she got to do. But he also has to make sure that he put aside time for her. Hey, she likes to go here. I'm going to take her here. Hey, let's watch a movie. You don't have to cook tonight. Why don't you let me bring you something? Or better yet, if you want to leave, but a lot of times it ain't even worth going out no more. Go ahead, cuz.
I had to not explain. I had to explain to some folk, grown man stuff, what women be looking for, especially us hot and spicy seasoned women. What we looking for? Stuff, unspoken words.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to come, say, hey, I'm gonna come over your house, we're gonna watch a movie. Call me and say, do you need anything before I come? Right? Back in
Mm-hmm.
my backsliding pre about 4 weeks ago or 5 weeks ago, call me, ask me if I want a Pepsi. That's my joint.
Mm-hmm.
You need anything else? And I might say, I don't need nothing else. I might just need you. I might turn real nice, sweet my who oh God, I almost threw it. I might turn real nice and say that. But you don't give me the opportunity. You just come with your little raggedy ass and sit down, ain't ask me that I want anything to eat, or you cook, whatever. I've had guys who, let's say, typically older one, go to the grocery store, bring the groceries. Now my cooking. You don't go and brought the groceries, something you want to eat. Not, certain stuff I don't cook in my house. So we discuss what you're gonna bring before you bring it to my house. I don't cook porks. I can cook your beef. I don't eat it, but I cook you the beef. No porks in my house. And they knew what to do. They bought the stuff, I cook it in mine, bought my little drink, bought what they like to drink. Okay, cool. Some people just bring their raggedy behind. What about giving a woman flowers? I like flowers. I have 3 favorite flowers. Don't
Mm-hmm.
give me all my flowers when I'm dead, and then you want to throw them on top of my urn because I ain't being buried. I'm being cremated. So what
Mm-hmm.
we doing? Just the little things. I'm
Right.
hungry. I like chicken wings. I'm from the Baltimores. I like the chicken wings. Drop them off at my job if you know where I work. Send me a Uber order of food. What's that thing called? Uber Eats or whatever. Send me a little lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, boo. Here go $25 so you get your little lunch today. What's wrong with that? I've done that opposite to doing it to men.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's your birthday. I'm gonna send you a little lunch, little $25. Well, you shouldn't be eating, but little lunch, $25. That's all you need. What's wrong with that? Oh, hey, I thought about you today. I know you wasn't feeling good last night or you was down. I'm gonna send you a little $25 in your cash app. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with it, Crete? You want $25 in your cash app for a little lunch?
I mean, the problem was at the time when you actually wanted to be like, you wanted to be like, show yourself and we can go do lunch together.
No. Just I'm at work and I said, oh, I was thinking about you today. Here's $25. I sent you in your cash app for you to get a little lunch. What's wrong with
Mhm.
that?
Oh, you saying if the woman did that?
Yes, the woman. I'm
Oh,
saying
ain't no
everything
wrong
the
with that.
woman.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
You want a little $25 Crete. You wait for your little $25 from all your fans.
No, I'm just
Mm-hmm.
answering your question, cuz.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
But
just,
I've
I'm
done
just,
that. Or
huh?
hey, I'm going to so and so seafood. Would you like some seafood? Would you like something? You know what I mean? It's nothing wrong with that. And I
Right.
ain't gonna ask for the money back. I've had people I said, no, I'm treating you. I don't need the money and try to force me. I'm like, no, that's not how that works. But they so used to when, oh, give me the money when I get there, whatever. I'm like, nah. If I say I'm gonna get it for you, I ain't say, well, I'm gonna pick it up for you. I said, I'm treating you to lunch, dinner, whatever. What's wrong with that?
Yes, I don't think I honestly don't think anything is wrong with that. Um, it'd be something wrong with the guy if he thinks something wrong with that. You know what I
Well, a lot
mean?
of times they say because they don't have women to do that.
Yeah, and I get that. But now you just showed him something new.
Hmm I gave my
And
friend I was dating in Atlanta. I saw some real pretty flowers, and I gave them. He said, "Where these flowers come from?" I said, "I set them up for you. I want to show you you're appreciated. I won't give you flowers when you're dead." And I just thought of you to buy you the flowers. What's wrong? If I had a woman give me flowers. Okay, well, there you go.
and he just thought that was strange.
Because he said a woman has never thought of giving him flowers.
Mm.
Because typically the opposite. I said you've done it, but What's wrong? Something to brighten up your home, a nice little vase or something.
Hmm.
Something, different. There you go.
Yeah, well, I mean, and you know what? I do feel him on that because a lot of times some of us are not used to, like you were saying, that getting things from women.
I told him it's okay. There's some of us out here that don't mind doing things for men they care about or they dealing with. It's all right. Everybody's not out to squeeze your wallet. Some of our pocketbooks is heavier than yours.
Hey, I see that's disrespectful, cuz.
No, it ain't. Because that's what
It
y'all think. We looking to get your wallet all the time. Like, yeah, okay. That's not always the deal.
That's true. Um, let's take it to let's take it to this next one. We didn't went past that. Okay. Do guys get scared when they meet the one? Have you ever met a guy, cuz, and he felt scared or maybe intimidated?
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of guys go through that. Like they meet a woman that has something going about it herself, and then
Mm-hmm.
now he shook. Like why? Why would you get shook?
Because if they feel as though if you got your stuff together as a woman, it's nothing for them to come in and rescue you for. They like
Hmm.
the rescue syndrome. I'll get a broke heifer that got keys and doing bad. A woman can't already have her stuff together and need nothing from you, but just want you. They gotta have that rescue syndrome, or
Right.
maybe they feel well. She have her stuff together. She may want to take over the role of the leader or the leader of the house if she come into my life. Because they want you
Hmm.
to say, "Oh, thank you, Roscoe, rescued me." There, man, I gotta go get this $200 or the light's gonna be cut off. They telling their boys, "Oh, he got money, he take care of his woman." If the woman don't have all that and don't need all that, then it's like, well, what you gonna tell your boys? But it's
Hmm.
more machismo for the man, not for the woman. You see what I'm saying? It's like
Hmm.
you telling your boy you can do this and that for your woman, making you branding points more so for your homeboys, not necessarily for the men. You know what I'm saying? Your homies.
Hmm.
Oh man, she calling me. The rent ain't paid. The car broke down, and she needed me to come over there and change that. That's what they like to brag about. And when you don't have them, I'm like, oh no, baby, I got AAA. Oh no, I got what's that thing called? On saw. They don't hear
Hmm.
that. They don't have that Captain Saberho syndrome.
Right.
And I think I've lost men to that, not being a needy factor.
See, because some men need that. They need for you to need them.
I might need you in other ways.
Right. But a lot of them, you just had to put the clap in there. Oh, all
Mm-hmm.
righty then. Uh, I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But just some people, like I said, some of these men, yes, they want you to need them or whatever, and that makes them feel good.
But
So
does it make them feel good or feel that they can be braggadocious about it? Oh man, she get on my Tamika get on my nerve. Yeah, Crete, man, she always want me to come do this, and the kids ain't got no school supplies, and I had to go give her money. Oh man, now she ain't got no food. Oh man, I know you got homeboys that be saying you be like, "Ooh, y'all got problems,"
yeah, you just went all in there, cuz. Um,
because that's what I know.
Miss Marla said, "We want everything y'all men want and needs."
Mm, explain. Can you
Yeah,
expand upon that?
explain that, Miss Marla. And then brother-in-law said most of the time, and Miss Marla said, "Right, sweet Mama G." I'm just trying to catch up on these because
Yeah,
I
because we
don't know
can't
what
see
the heck.
nothing on this side, y'all. I can't see. Last
Yeah,
thing I see is Goldie to Hey Sweet Mom G and Crete hit something twice, then hit a button, and now we can't see nothing.
so you really just gonna blame that on me, cuz?
Yeah, you hit something because that was Ratchet last night. I said, did he just leave me on here? And I could be watching Good Times.
No, because I was trying so hard. You should have saw it
I
was
know it was
terrible.
pitiful. I said,
I was
is he coming back? Did he fall asleep? What the hell? So let me get my butt in the bed. I got class in the morning food around Crete.
Now, what I just read was, hold on a second. Um, do guys get scared? Yes, guys can get scared when they fall in love. Love brings vulnerability and the risk of getting hurt, which can be intimidating for anyone. Regardless of gender, men may fear losing their independence, facing emotional vulnerability, or making long term commitments. You know what? That's a little bit of me.
You think so? Wow. That's the first personal thing you ever said in your life. And two,
Come on,
almost
cuz
half years.
see, people a lot of time be like, oh, yeah, he ain't being accountable. Yes, I am. Just listen to me. Stop picking and choosing what you want to hear from me so that you can use it against me and actually just listen to me sometimes.
Be quiet, Cree. You a great deflector. Be quiet.
Well,
This is a
cuz,
Saturday night reveal because we usually on Friday. It's a Saturday night reveal. Now
yeah,
Sunday
I'm
morning
just saying,
reveal.
look,
12:09.
I'm the master deflector, okay?
You
I'm gonna
you
I'm
got
gonna
that
admit to that too. But
got
all
that
I'm just
right.
saying, all I'm just saying is, yeah, I ain't got time to be losing my independence right now. I got a lot of mountain bike riding,
But
dirt
how
bike
would you
riding,
lose your?
camping.
Oh, you mean independence as far as you not being able to do your hobbies?
Yeah,
Hmm.
like, because a lot of times you get married. At first, it was like, oh, go ahead, baby, just go ahead. After a while, that's all you want to do. You need to marry that bike.
I don't know. I got stuff I want to do. I want you to be active because I got stuff to do.
Right. See, every woman not like you, cuz.
I got stuff to do. My parents run around each other all day long. Now they can't stand it. That's why.
And see, that's the thing. Sometimes, you go on a vacation yourself, whatever, just go. And sometimes I'll just go, or sometimes we'll go together. But most times it'll be together.
I don't know about no vacationing. I don't know how to like that sound, but because you might be in dirt. Would you go dirt bike traveling or whatever competition? I may have a sorority event or another civic organization event, or I
Hmm.
may be going to a conference out of town because I go to a lot of conferences with my new position in life. So,
Hmm.
um,
So
be
you feel as
busy
though,
other than being busy in my business.
hmm,
I
but
think
when I'm
people need to have their, like Shimmy said, their own hobbies, their own things they like to do.
not, hmm, I mean, that's true. It needs to be a balance.
Yeah, yeah,
You see what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because a lot of people don't understand too that when you're in relationships or in the marriages and stuff like that, as soon as when you start taking away
Hold
his or
up.
her stuff, sometimes it starts to messing up.
Hey,
Starts to mess
Creed,
up. Yes,
what
ma'am.
did you do? Because now we have the chat going now. What did you do?
Oh, we got Yummy Gummy in the building. Maybe because Yummy Gummy popped up, it started working. Oh, now it then went back. Oh, no, it's still there.
Yeah.
She said, woo, I made it. Hey, lovely people. Hello, Yummy Gummy. Great seeing you. Thank you for coming through.
Yes, indeed.
Miss Marla said, I don't do stud stuff. You don't mess with the studs, you saying?
Hmm.
Uh, Miss Marla also say, Yummy got service. I'm close enough. I'm close enough and now for service. Awesome. Miss Marla said, hey, Yummy. It is long list for that. Oh, I see what she's saying. Okay. Yeah, she was saying she don't do studs. Them studs, sometimes they be wanting a stud.
Cool.
The studs. Sometimes they want the real bologna.
Oh, you mean going back to have sex with men?
Yeah.
Hmm. Just because they study don't mean they don't still like, oh, that type of action.
Right. So that's all I'm saying. I mean, but Miss Marla was saying she don't like studs or she don't do studs.
Only studs I do is diamonds in my ears, baby.
Dang. Um So I'm gonna reread that. And if anybody have any questions, like I told you, men especially, I know brother-in-law still in here, but he can help me out. But it says, do guys get scared when they meet the one? Yes, guys can get scared when they fall in love. Love brings vulnerability and risk of getting hurt, which can be intimidating for anyone, regardless of gender. Men may fear losing their independence, facing emotional vulnerability, or making long term commitments. And we just answered that. We just
Mm-hmm.
answered that. So, but like I said, I see me in some of that. You know what I mean? Like, Yummy Gummy said, "Amen. I agree." Then she also says, "Studs want to be studs, and they want their stud fees." Also, here's another one. Do guys disappear when they catch feelings? Have you ever
Mm-hmm.
seen that? I knew you was gonna say yeah, because I knew. Um, Miss Marla said, "I'm too girly to be a stud." Um, do guys disappear when they catch feelings? I can see some guys running away. You know what I mean? When they catch feelings, because they don't know what to do with themselves. They don't know how to control their emotions and feelings and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. They don't know, so they out. They just don't know. It's just running wild in them. I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where they need to go talk to a man.
And what should that man tell that boy?
Look here, boy, you better sit your little. You know what I mean? No, but thing is, he should give him some good advice. That's why you gotta make sure it's a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta make decisions on things. If there's certain things you don't want to deal with, don't deal with it. But just make it clear. If there's certain things you want to deal with, make it clear. And if you want to do them, do them.
Mm.
Yummy Gummy said Pookies. Yeah, the Pookies will run because Pookies don't know.
I need you to call up Cousin Pookie.
He don't know. He will run. He'll get right in his Challenger or his Charger and, and leave. Yummy Gummy said, I have seen they will run like crazy, but them is the promise. Have you ever talked to, and I know you talk to a lot of people, and probably, I know you can't release any information on your patients, but have you ever been in a talk with anybody where they left a situation because they felt the heat?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And because they were the heat of having feelings or something like that. That's what was going on.
Having feelings and being thrown in a position where they would have to become the leader in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
They got a person who was real, not somebody who was necessarily needy, and they, reverted back to the needy folk versus somebody who wasn't as needy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then they go that way, but still fawn over the person they really like, but they couldn't lead because it was a challenge,
Mm-hmm.
for them, something different that they've never had. So instead of doing research and putting time in and communicate their feelings with that person, they ran and they didn't tell, hey, I'm scared. I never been in a situation because I guess they feel less of a man, but then you lost the person you want because you couldn't openly communicate.
Okay. Miss Marla said amen to that. That's the same for women. I'm assuming she's talking about running. Yummy Gummy said, where's Shimmy? Haven't talked to Shimmy this evening. This Saturday show threw everybody off. So whoever showed up, shouts out to y'all. We appreciate y'all. This was just a makeup from last night because last night was a program disaster. But we just trying to make good on some of this. Miss Marla says some men, people in their feelings real quick. Don't try to read after me, cuz. Yeah, I've read it. Just us.
Like, what she say?
Uh, Yummy said, I made it on the last night of my vacay. Awesome. Oh, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold
Hope
up.
you had a good vacation. You know?
What
Oh,
up,
Lord,
man?
We
Lord.
got brother-in-law in the building. What up, brother-in-law?
That's what it is. What it is.
Ah, not much, brother-in-law. You still out of town?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Uh,
I talked to Ning last night. Yep. So, have you ever had a homeboy, anybody you seen brother-in-law that was scared that 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 basically caught feelings for a young lady or a woman, and he ended up running because he had
once.
feelings
Once.
once? Okay. Um, did you have any advice for him?
Not really,
Mm-hmm.
cause he kind of had a good reason for it anyway. I thought, cause she had some crazy baggage with her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, so he was more so running from the baggage instead of the feelings. So
Yeah.
I get that. I get that. Miss Marla said, "Where you go, Yummy?" Oh, she was asking about that. Glad to be here. Okay. Um, so I don't think I've ever ran from that, because you catch feelings or whatever. What I always tell people, I think people should actually embrace the good feelings that they having. You know what I'm saying? Embrace the good feelings and just be happy with it as much as you can. You know what I mean? Don't mess it up. Um, okay, here's another one. Do some women embarrass other women in the way they act or dress?
Where they come from?
Me just asking you that.
I'm like, what they got to do the other thing? Hey,
You said yes.
oh, I do it
So
all the time at work. Definitely.
sometimes they wear crazy stuff or act crazy at work.
So I think the organization I went to didn't have like a real strict dress code
Mm-hmm.
or just a dress code in general.
Uh-huh.
And maybe because I'm older and I'm just like been in professional jobs, but certain things you should not wear.
Mm-hmm.
They wear, y'all know, biking shorts, those
Mm-hmm.
tight, and a top. That's
Mm-hmm.
inappropriate to be around children. As a teacher, I'm like, I don't care if you're going hiking or not. That is inappropriate. Who would want to promote you in any administrative level knowing we seen that much of you in that position? And I said, I'm like, I ain't looking at women like that because I don't like women, but I see your monkey pocket. And I'm like, that's too much. And I just closed my eyes like, you
Yeah,
come
that is.
walking towards me to my desk in a monkey pocket. And I'm like, my goodness, why, Lord? And they just wear that like almost every Friday. And I, tell leadership that is not, can you imagine going out to um, promote our organization and how they're going to dress? I would never send certain people out. That's
Right.
inappropriate. That's inappropriate, especially if you're dealing with children and stuff. It's inappropriate for work wear. Wear that to the Walmarts. I'm not talking about to the Walmarts, not even to the Target, to the Dollar Tree, but not come to work like that. You're not playing a baseball game. You are in a professional environment all day.
I'd say leave something to be desired with your partner, not the
Oh,
public. You know what I'm saying? They you know, they
I just think people just like how women got to be. I don't want to use my example because the person might know this person. I've seen women in my age group, and I just be like, okay, it's happy birthday, but why do you have to wear that? Or every year they in the mirror talking about their birthday and they got on something scantily clad. And I guess that's okay. It's like, well, damn, you got 3, 4 grandkids now. Not saying grandmothers can't do it, but it's like, okay, you and your daughter should not be wearing similar outfits.
It's funny you say that. I saw this reel that popped up earlier, and this lady had to be almost 60 years old.
Okay.
And she was shaking herself. And the first thing I thought about was poor grandchildren.
Mm-hmm.
Poor
You know, the overtly sexiness of a grandmother. Not saying you can't be sexy, but sometimes somebody take it too far.
Right.
It's like my grandmother didn't look like that. You know, they were a little bit wrong. But it's like, damn, are you the grandmother or the aunt or the sister to the mama? Because you just still doing it up too much.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can be sexy and you can have on a long gown. You might have a little thigh. Some people like, yeah, you think you still got a cute shape, Miss 51. Like, yeah, you got a box booty. Yeah, everything ain't for everybody. But they wear it. Birthday, they're going to the concert.
When they try to turn to the side, you know that side look that they do in the mirror, so they can be like, "Oh, my butt's sticking out a little bit, like a little bit," not knowing it looked like a pancake on from the full view. Yummy Gummy said, because in mind y'all, we can't see for some reason. Sweet Mama G had touched some buttons or whatever in the comment section.
Really? Shit, really?
You snitched on me, I'm gonna snitch back on you.
I don't even see anything.
And so we can't see all the comments on the program here, but on YouTube we can see it. So here's the thing. It's Yummy Gummy said there has been women on this cruise embarrass me, and I don't even know, and she don't even know him. And then Ms. Marla says some women feel comfortable. And see, that's the problem. A lot of women that the ones that dress really, really, really skimpy, something may have happened to them when they was younger.
I don't think it's that. I think women still want attention. Lord, I don't even want to say person. Somebody on here might know this person, but some of them just want the attention. They want to always be gawked at when they go to events. That's the bottom line of what it is.
I agree with that, cuz I totally agree with that.
I go to.
That's insecurity, though.
Yeah, you still try. I still got it, but I'm a grandma. I'm 50. Right. I still got it. I'm like, your grandchild's like 8, 9 years old, the oldest. It's like, come on. And I got cousins been floating. I'm like, listen. Yeah. I just look.
Yeah, it's crazy for them to be doing all that. That's and I'm just speaking for myself. I'm not into that. Like, I'm just not into that. Maybe in my 17, 20, 25, 30, whatever, maybe, you know what I'm saying? But then you grow out of that, you know what I mean? The only thing you probably, if like a midget.
Oh, God.
No, I'm messing with you. See, Tony know.
I got mine.
Yeah.
Don't talk about her cousin. She ain't no midget.
So, now,
because I've gotten like I do like little what do you call it, photo shoots for different things periodically. I ain't do one this year for whatever reason. I've got more likes on my ball gowns than I would when I had my little showdown in Jamaica. A little different.
See,
so
and that is good. I'm glad that people are more so. I mean, you got the people out there that the people out there, they want to see the skimpy stuff, and they all for that. But then you have the people that respect the conservative look or whatever more.
Yeah, that's right, because you're not supposed to stop your life for what you work for. But as a person, I know what I do. That's just not me. You might give me a little shoulder. I might get a little shoulder, but I'm not going to give you all the poom pow and I got 2 bad knees, no 6-inch heels or nothing like that, or showing my square behind because it's old and square now because I've been sitting on it. I'm not doing that. It's like, I don't have to do that. It's like, come on.
Right. Again, do some women embarrass other women in the way they act or dress? Yes, some women embarrass other women, though their actions and language, and there are many reasons why this might happen. Toxic behaviors. Women may act aggressively towards other men, towards other women for a variety of reasons, including feeling threatened, being insecure, or social norms that encourage covert aggression. Now, cousin, you being a woman, why women be so catty sometimes?
There's a lot of reasons. A lot of women, we got to have all these girlfriends and all that crap. I don't like people like that. It's too much. When you have a lot of girlfriends, there's always some bull crap going on. Somebody
Mm.
don't like this one don't like that one talked about that, and I done told it's too much cadence going on. It's just way too much. Way too much. And I definitely cannot stand a drunk heifer. Oh my God. I cannot stand you got to go out and be lifted all the time you go out. Yeah. I don't deal with that. Nah.
Okay, why do you think that happens amongst women?
Because they're gonna drink to be self-esteem boosters. Well, if I drink a little bit, I'll be more flirtatious. I'll be loud. I'll be the talk of the party. I'll be the man of yeah. Like, girl, shut up. You look stupid. I don't have no patience. Uh, for me, I've been in a sorority and I went to all girl high school, so I don't have any tolerance with the women, the catty foolishness, and I just don't.
Hmm.
I'll being the only child, I can't stand all that foolishness, and I don't. My girlfriend list is this big.
Mm. Ain't nothing wrong with that, cuz. Um, but would you consider that being a lot of times toxic behavior that a lot of the women put out?
Absolutely. They still want to be fly and they 51 or 50. They want to be, they think they the baddest. They got the best Gucci bag. They got the longest weave. They got every chick that first start get on, they go get a Mercedes. What was it called?
Mercedes.
Mercedes. They go get a
Mercedes.
Mercedes. And when they start, no, they get a Mercedes. To say they have arrived. They got the wig. Get out of here. Now they get the what's that gastric bypass, and they still got the little arms, and they wear them. What's them things called? Spanks, body spank things. The sucker in the gut, they take it off, then they look like the Michelin Man. Get out of here.
God, dog.
They think they
Now,
get a time. They get a 26 size heifer. Get out of here.
now it says the "I'm not like other girls" mentality. All right, this mentality can be led to women shaming other women who dress or act in a mainstream way. You ever experienced that, cuz? And I'm
What you mean
asking,
by mainstream way? Being a hoe?
basically, yeah.
Oh shit. You got women brag about sleeping with married men. Listen, that's what I say. I can't stand all that foolishness.
Mm.
They out here. They out here hard.
Why do you think some women like to do that?
Because it shows that I can get somebody else's man. It's the thrill, and I'm sneaking around with somebody else's man. They don't have to be fully invested in that man. That man go home to another woman. She don't have to wash his dirty drawers or deal with his BS. She get what she get. He may give her a little dinner or a little $2, and it's like, oh, I'm more desirable than his wife. That's why he always come to me. Me and somebody was having this conversation today about some people we know.
Hmm.
It's a lot of it though. It's a lot of people married women, single women sleep with these married men. Trust me,
Yeah,
scandalous.
yeah. No, I mean, I can believe that. I can believe that. And some, like you said, probably do it because of the thrill.
Oh yeah, the thrill. They feel like they want it because they can take a married woman's man from them. But you're not really taking because you're going back home.
Right, right. Um, Projection. Women may project their unwanted parts onto other women, such as their fear, envy, jealousy, or lack of self-esteem. And that probably falls under the line of being catty, or what makes them catty: insecurity, uh, just low self-esteem. Could that have any part in it, cuz?
I think a lot of women, if you've noticed, you have a lot of women that's in their 40s and now 50s that don't have children,
Mm-hmm.
never been married, so they the old hoe now, still going out, still want to go to the happy hour, still want to hang out, where everybody else have families or situations that they don't want to do that because they have families or significant others. But you still the old one, still going to South Beach, still going to Miami, trying to fake all these girls trips because you lonely.
You know what?
You just bust.
Um, yeah, no, because that's real. Because it'd be funny. People be trying to go on these trips, so that that's the way that they can show, and they'll try to take pictures all the time. You know what I'm saying? And you put it like this: it'd be a lot of the women doing that, and they got had this drink like they live an elegant life and everything, and just to make them feel good. Throw a leg over a dirt bike, that'll make you feel good.
You see the
But it's
consequences.
the perception.
Right, right. What'd you say, Brunlaw?
You don't see the comments on your end.
Mm-mm.
Uh, Let me see.
Wait,
I
you
mean,
on YouTube, Robin Law, or Facebook?
I'm on YouTube and Facebook on the phone.
Yeah,
some men get
we can't see it.
okay. You know what? It is a couple of new ones. Some men. Okay. Yummy Gummy said, I've been on an 8-day cruise to Honduras, Belize, Cozumel, and back to New Orleans. I know that was a nice one. Nice
Mm-hmm.
cruise. Um, Let me see. All right. And then Miss Marla said, some men get heated real quick and don't know how to explain their self or apologize. That's true. It kind of got like that last week. You was on last week, wasn't you, brother-in-law?
No, I heard about it though.
Okay. Yeah. It's
I need to
don't
go back and watch it.
you're not gonna disrespect me. Like what? It just and that's my God too. Like, come on, Mark. You tripping. Anyway, it wasn't even huh? Um,
I
so
can only
then
imagine.
uh and then there has been this is Yummy Gummy say there has been women. Oh no, I read that. See, I'm not that's crazy, brother-in-law. I don't know what's going on. You probably seeing more than me.
Yeah.
I
Mar- Marla said some women feel comfortable. Some women want to feel comfortable in their own skin.
mm-hmm.
Yummy Gummy said Marla don't mistake comfort for insecurities and attention getting.
Mm-hmm.
Marla, that's true.
Amen.
Marla's then said competition, very toxic, spanks. Yummy Gummy, I can't stand hanging around other women because of all these things. Yummy Gummy said, yeah, ride a dirt bike like it's a blast. No, ride a dirt bike, it's a blast. Marla, do you blame the woman more for do you blame the woman more sleeping married men, or do you blame both of them?
She's talking about see, y'all be thinking I can't read.
Yeah,
Y'all be thinking I can't read. I'll be trying to read. But anyway, I know what you so she was saying, should you blame both of them or just one, right? Is that what she was saying?
I take it. Yeah,
Okay. Um, yeah, I guess you can blame both of them, but it's how you handle it from there. I know most people will be like, "Oh shoot, I'm out of here," right? But what I found out in my life is that we can say all we want, but when it really happens to us, that's we may do the total opposite of what we were saying at that time. But if it's two, yeah, you got to blame both of them had a part in that situation. It wasn't just one. It wasn't like he was just sleeping and then she fell on top of him, or she was watching TV and then he fell on top of her, or whatever. So both are to blame. Um, we're gonna do one more before we step off. Um, Lack of communication skills. Women may not have the interpersonal and intrapersonal communication skills to recognize or alter their behavior. So, in other words, I would say that that's saying that a lot of women can't hold their liquor, but not so much their liquor, but they you know how us men, brother-in-law, how if we clash, it's gonna be a fight, it's gonna be a brawl, it's gonna be a war. Although it shouldn't be, but women don't have that. They like, I mean, they don't have like where men can actually stop and talk too. Have you ever seen? Actually, now that I'm thinking about this, you don't see that like a real heated time of the moment, and the women say, wait a minute, let's talk about this," and they start talking, and do they do that? Cuz thank you. You ain't seen it either, brother-in-law, have you?
Nope.
So
They want their friends to pick a side. You
right.
gonna go with me because I'm telling the truth, or you gonna pick the other side. So it does lead to division amongst friendships. But if you don't have people to keep it real with, like I have one good girlfriend, one of my cousins, that's pretty much as far as women I deal with, and maybe a few that's slight associates. But like everyday road dogs, or we can cuss each other out, and I can tell you how I feel, and we bounce ideas off each other and just things we see through our lenses of our eyes. But yeah,
Mhm.
you're right. You're right. I shouldn't have did that. Or yeah, girl, shut up and mind your business. Depend on the scenario.
Yeah.
Um, but having 50, 11 girlfriends, nah, because that's too many people you telling too many stories to and too many lies to that know too much of your business. No, nope.
Well, I'm gonna tell you flat out, a lot of what I see today ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just not for me. And I
What
see
you mean, great?
I mean, like a lot of what the way how a lot of women are today, it's just not for me. Maybe if I was in my early 20s, mid 20s, 30s, whatever, I'll take the time out, whatever. But no. I think, I don't know if it was Miss Leslie earlier saying, as she got older, that she can tolerate less. And that was one of my points last week in reference to um and that was early on. I said that when we were talking about men being stuck in their ways. A lot of times as we get older, again, yes, we get stuck in our ways, men and women. But
Mm-hmm.
I was just saying, me, I'm stuck in my ways, and then, and the argument was, you ain't stuck on your ways. Stuck in your ways, meaning it'd be the weirdest conversation sometime on here. It just be crazy. But anyway, um, yeah. So men, and I was talking to my cousin earlier, and the thing is that um that's what a lot us as black folks need to start working on. Like, we don't know how to peacefully talk things down to so it won't be violence. Now men can do that, but they're not doing it as much as we need to be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think it's got to be a beef, it's got to be a fight, and this, that, and the third. And it don't have, it. I was in a time in my life, that's all I was in. Oh, it's gonna be a beef. You know what I mean? Or we gonna do this or whatever. No, you know what I'm
I think when
saying?
you find, for me, you find other things in your life that you're dealing with or have to do, that's a control thing. You have to learn maturity and control. Is what I'm thinking about doing to you, is that going to be worth the consequence that may happen?
No,
People don't think about the consequence. Like
right.
if
They
I
just
really
think
set it off, because you know how some people at work they just say the dumbest shit like every day to you, and you just look at them and see. I have that problem. I just look at you like, yeah, why'd you even come to my office? Because that's dumb. And I know
about.
I get it from my mama with the eyes and stuff, and it's just like I've learned not to say, you know what, you're a dumbass. Because that's what I would be thinking. But I say I gotta pay my bills, so I better not because I'm gonna get fired. Because I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're a dumbass. I'm gonna take it to the third black be more stance if I get to it. So I've just learned just to look at people and say it in my mind, just like, oh, okay. I just say like next dumbass question. And you just really have to most of the time talk to yourself and talk yourself out of doing some things that can be a harsh consequence. Because I don't think people think before they speak or their actions. Yeah, people that come up with dumbass ideas all the time. They say stupid stuff on here. That's why sometimes y'all do not see me on Fridays. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No.
Come
I
on,
don't feel
cuz
like
you
it.
gonna and tolerate some of these people along with us.
I
Uh,
tolerate people for money. This is free. No. Nope. 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 I tolerate people for fee for
hold up.
service. I ain't
Hold on.
tolerate some of these James and Janet jackasses
Hold,
that you have on here.
hold on, cuz. I want you to hear me loud and clear. You too, brother-in-law. Miss Marla
God.
just said, y'all men lack communication skills. And I ain't trying to start nothing. That's our family. But what about the Christina Marla communication skills?
They communicate too much. That's why I don't like being on here because it's stupid.
They say, anyway.
You know how people
Then
be
young
at the family barbecue, keep bringing up old shit from 73? This is these
it be
same
them.
three people. Because when I read it before I came on, I was like, why are they still talking about Marla and her cousin? Like, oh my God. Like, let it rest. If you don't want to be bothered, don't be bothered. Just like, listen, I ain't cut family members, friends off. Listen, easy.
Right.
I ain't going to keep bringing it up. I'm mad at brother-in-law. I'm mad at brother-in-law because he said back in 83, yeah, he just back in 84. Let's leave it alone. Just don't even come on. Like, talk about something else. It gets old quick. I guess that's a maturity level. I don't have patience for it. It's been
Marla's
what, a year? Well, how long you think it's been, brother-in-law? About a year and a half for
was,
the same
was
foolishness, the foolishness in the
oh
chat.
yeah. That's I think they use this as their uh place to just act out.
I don't have time.
Um,
So look,
Yummy
Mark,
Gummy
you see
said,
what
we
Marla
want
said?
something. What she say?
We give y'all men too many passes.
Yeah, I meant to read that too. I'm glad you read that. So I wish she was on here. All right. What passes do you give men, Miss Marla? I mean, like, and I know a lot of women will say the same thing that she just said. I know they will. But giving these passes, I mean, we give women a lot of passes.
Mm. But do we get the same passes?
You
Yummy
said,
Did
gummy
your
do
asked,
pass?
y'all?
Did y'all pass red and mine blue?
Yummy gummy asked her, Marla, how many passes you had with men?
Oh Lord.
And
Well,
Oh Lord.
Yummy Gummy also said we want something different when that get changed. We want something different when we get older. That's true. And that was a conversation I brought up before. Like, do you what you wanted or looked at in your 20s and 30s? Is it different from what you're looking at now? For me,
Brother-in-law,
yes.
a
huh?
Mhm.
question for you.
What's that?
What you wanted in your early teens or late teens, 20s, is it different than how you feel now in, yeah, you older now, in your 50s?
What you mean, yeah, I'm older than you. You ain't far behind. Most definitely. Most definitely. You know, back then you younger, you just whatever. Hey, when you know where I went to school and where you went to school. Hey, back in them days, I
Mhm.
had one girlfriend on one lunch shift, and when she went in to go to class, it was another girlfriend.
You was next door to me, brother-in-law. That's where you went.
You know what school I went to.
I'm saying I didn't know that.
Oh, yep. Sliding through the cafeteria barriers, sitting in there
At
until
the lunch was vending machines. Quad.
everybody
See,
turned
sweet
around.
cousin, you couldn't catch
Yeah,
everything because she was trying to catch all the business.
It was one dude I liked. He was tall. He went over there.
Mm.
But
Eh,
once you get older, I mean, especially nowadays, it's just I'm just glad I wasn't 18 or 19 in these days.
Right.
It's too much
Miss Marla said,
phones, everything.
I think for me, because now that brother-in-law said that, his first was different from his second.
mm.
My cousin is definitely different from his first. Totally different. I forgot he went next door to me. Two totally different. And it's funny. I'm like, hold up. My cousin married to who? Oh God. Oh
Y'all crazy.
no, because the person still carried name. I'm like, oh my God. Ooh. Wouldn't ever put that together at all. Two
Well,
different
it
folk.
happens like that, cuz, you know what I mean?
Two
It
different
happens.
folk. Brother-in-law world famous with us.
Yeah. Miss Marla said some women need to just put their foot down in certain situations.
Everybody, that foot can get cut off.
Yep. Tell her
If he
put
a
her foot
real
down.
man, he not gonna deal with that.
Yummy Gummy said my man has shown me a lot of grace. Miss Marla said none at Yummy. Oh, she was answering the question that she
How
asked
many
before.
passes she got?
Yeah. And said Marla trying to be a man.
Lord have mercy.
So I think that was that was the last one. I said we weren't doing no more after that, right?
Marla is bless her heart.
So
She'll get it maybe around the time she's 40. She'll get it maybe. Give her a couple more years. She'll get it. Hopefully.
Well, I'll tell you what. I really appreciate everybody. And we really appreciate everybody for coming on. This was a Saturday, just a makeup from last night with all my computer problems. Well, it wasn't even the computer, it was the
program was
program.
terrible.
Yeah.
Well, Marla got a new enemy.
Who was that?
Yummy.
Oh God.
She said, "Ma, if you've been put your foot down, that's why you're still single." And she said, "I love being a woman." So, so my thing is that we appreciate everybody for coming on. I definitely appreciate our panel here tonight. We got my cuz, Sweet Mama G, my brother-in-law. Man, I can't ask for nothing better. You know what I'm saying? Can't ask for nothing better. We got Yummy Gummy in the building. We got Miss Marla. We had Miss Christina, Miss Leslie. Who else was up on there? Food for thought. Thank you for coming through. I think we had Miss Leslie. Oh yeah, Miss Goldie. Had Miss Goldie in the building. And like I said, go ahead.
Like totally off subject though, like where I'm at. I had to catch a ride share today, so it was weird because the driver, I trying to get him to stop somewhere else, put it in. He said he didn't speak English, so he actually had the phone speaking Spanish into it, and then it's playing out what I'm saying. So
Translate.
we going back and forth. This dude is like he defected from Cuba. And he like just telling me everything about him and how he's doing this, trying to get this hard because he's getting his family, and a lot of it was like a 20-something minute ride, but it was a whole lot shared. Like, some people think you go from Cuba and everything is right through Florida, but he was telling me
Mexico.
it's It's the other way. He's going through these different countries to get to Mexico, then to get here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. I know a
you
lot
know,
of Cubans that does it.
yeah, and then like after him telling me stuff, and then I got my phone speaking into it and playing it back to him.
Mm,
And he's telling me about his situation with his son. And like when I get out, get my bag, he like gets out. Man, this dude is like damn me in tears, like shake my hand and hug me, and I'm like,
mm.
first, but I'm like, man, you never know what some people going through, and it was weird.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. And I meet a here. I tell a lot of people this down here, up there where we from in Baltimore. When you're in Baltimore, that's all you see is Maryland tags, 90% Maryland tags, and then you might see, of
Not
course, you'll see
anymore.
some Virginia,
Yeah, not
and
no
it's a
more.
little bit more mixed now.
Nah, everybody going to getting these Virginia tags because they don't have to have insurance and all that other stuff. They tearing people cars up.
I don't know how they
Mm.
not gonna have insurance because that don't sound right.
So, well, Virginia does have, but I know you're in Virginia, cuz, but I'm talking on the temp tag side. I used to get temp tags from there, and then and it was a little thing to that. But bottom line, you would see mostly Maryland tags, and then of course you'll see Virginia and some DC and some Delaware, whatever, surrounding. But down here, you see everything, every tag, all over the United States, and sometimes out of the country too. Like Canada, or whatever. But my point is, I meet so many different people now. I remember when being up there, you see somebody with like some, I'm gonna just say chinky like eyes. What we say, oh, he Chinese. He could be Filipino, but no, he Chinese. Or if we see somebody speak Spanish, oh, he Mexican. He could be Dominican.
That's
You know what I'm
because that's because we were very limited in the type of people contact we had growing up in Baltimore.
saying?
It was just
Exactly.
mainly black people, and I didn't know until adulthood, maybe getting on Facebook, that some of my classmates were Trini. They didn't have an accent. Their parents might have, but I wasn't around their parents.
Hmm.
Until later years, you didn't understand that people had came from different cultural backgrounds because all we saw were black people. So when I
Hmm.
moved my son in high school, ninth grade, he went from um, a Jesuit high school. He moved out to the outer county that we had in Maryland. That's when he started interacting. Hey, he had African friends, he had Arabic friends,
Hmm.
he had different type of Caribbean friends. He didn't have that when he was in Baltimore, so it made him more diverse when he went to the workplace because he can handle dealing with different cultures, not just black people all the time. And that's the thing. That was like one of the best moves I ever did to get him to be culturally aware. That's he 31, so years and years and years ago. But that was
Hmm.
the difference. Playing football, where they had golf. As
Hmm.
one of their sports. So lacrosse was really big back then. Something different, not just the norm that the kids would play or what have you. Different opportunities. But
Hmm. And that's
those
what I'm saying.
opportunities.
Like, I couldn't tell the difference between a lot of the different nationalities when I was in Maryland. I just couldn't. Like I said, it was chinky eyes Chinese.
Yeah, we'll say you going to the Chinese store. Those people mostly be Korean. When we get
Right.
out there,
Exactly.
we're going to the Chinese people. Those people be Vietnamese.
So now I can tell being here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And what brother-in-law was talking about, I know a lot of people who did that. And like you said, you just never know what people
Mm-hmm.
have been through and going through. And then now with them letting in so many different, well, it's mostly Venezuelans, but I know some very, very good Venezuelans. You see what I'm saying? But you see now they have like the gangs here because they said this. They said they let a lot of them guys out of prison,
Prison. Mm-hmm.
Venezuelan prison, and sent them here. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And then now, a lot of them went to New York, right? Because that's a very diverse place. And they were using hotels and everything to house a lot of the people. But now a lot of those people are getting evicted and they're homeless. So New York is about to really get crazy with the homeless. And it's going to happen like a lot around, with a lot of these other people. But like I said, you just never know what they are going through at that time. And then sometimes it even helps if you just so happen to go visit or vacation where they from. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. When I was over in Colombia, I didn't know what the person read, but the people who I was with was Colombian, Venezuelan, and Argentinian. So, but they was telling me what that sign was. It was like stick people, and it was showing the stick people beating up other stick people or whatever. And it was, I was shocked what it said. It was in Colombia. It was saying Venezuelans, go back home. You come in here having sex with our women and taking our work and all this stuff. It was crazy. So a lot of them are here now, but they are people too. You see what I'm saying? They are people too. So, but it just has to be organized, but it's going to be hard because when they was letting them in, they was promising these businesses. Now we have a whole bunch of people coming in that's going to help you with your business, and you can start a new workforce. It was working for a little bit, but now it's starting to fall apart.
Yeah, it's starting to be crime for us now.
Yeah.
But that's to deter. Just like Georgia, if you go downtown Georgia in Atlanta, downtown Atlanta is not the same. It's a huge homeless population.
Oh yeah.
That they had down there. It didn't used to be like that down there at Piedmont Park and all that, but that's a huge area they talk about zoning when you do the Georgia Council of Homeless. Because I'm involved in all that crap. But a lot of that homeless people were coming there during the pandemic and got stuck.
Shoot, imagine, go take a look at LA.
I've seen those skid rows and all that.
Yeah, that's where it's really crazy. Like they have incentives for a lot of homeless people there. So you get the homeless people that are already there, they'll contact other homeless people like, man, you should come here. And they will hitchhike or get to LA and be living. So it's crazy. It's real crazy. But hopefully things change for the better for everybody. So
we'll see in November.
Yeah. But we're heading out of here. Like I said, this is a little Saturday show, makeup show. And it was good to go. We had a lot of good conversations, and we had a really good crew tonight. And I appreciate everybody, and we will see one another on Wednesday, whoever can make it. And like I said, we're gonna keep pushing and keep growing. And that's it. That's how we're gonna do it. All right. So once again, everybody, thank y'all. We'll see y'all, and we are out.
All right.
All right, brother-in-law, I'm gonna hit you
Enjoy
up
the rest
tomorrow.
of y'all weekend and be safe, everyone. Be safe, brother-in-law.
All right.
All right. See y'all.
All right, bye.